Hello guys, a bit late today because I had a early morning meeting that I needed to prepare for. So just want to talk to you about if Zoom, the new public speaking. So this morning I had a presentation for 10 minutes. It is like the most stressful 10 minutes of my life each month, presenting to a boardroom of people. And look, these sort of meetings used to happen in a boardroom where you can actually see people's faces, you can interact with them, you can see the facial expressions, whether or not you're hitting the mark, and then you could vary your tone of voice as you speak to them, right? But when COVID happened, all this got moved to online. It's not Zoom, we use a different software, but you get what I mean. And the problem with that is you can't see anyone's faces. And for me, I can't even control the slides, and I have to direct them to, turn the slides themselves. And so that got even more stressful. Not like I was already stressed doing those 10 minutes meeting in the morning at a boardroom, let alone now over a similar thing like Zoom, right? You can't see people's faces in this case. I know Zoom, you can see people's faces. But the reason I want to bring this up is because yesterday I shared an article about New South Wales actually fast tracking their DAs. And there's a lot of people complaining about it because they're saying that that they're not that it's inefficient, but a lot of people are complaining about the fact that they don't know how to get online. It's difficult to speak over Zoom. They can't work out the technicalities behind it. But to me, I'm thinking it's just a lot of crap. I think it's so much easier for people to actually get online anywhere they are. They don't have to drive down to the town hall. People are saying it's better to be at the town hall so they could show up and show their presence. I don't know, maybe bring their banner or there's signs that say I object or whatever it is. But they're not liking this new system where everything is moved online now when it comes to councillors meeting, lawyers meeting with the land environmental courts. Everything is online. In fact, I sat through a land environmental court the other day on a Zoom meeting, and yes, you can't go down to the town hall or to the courts with huge banner and signs to say I object this development. And look, people are complaining about that they can't have their presence felt. But on the other side though, architects and lawyers now have to have their presence felt over Zoom as well. And so that's what I'm talking about. Is Zoom the new public speaking skill that we all need to have? Because I see this as a more efficient way when it comes to council approval. A couple of years ago, I had to wait a few months before I can get onto a councillor meeting to get approval because they said there's not enough people or not enough DAs for them to assess by the councillors. And so what they do, they moved you into a group that when there's enough DAs to look at, then they will then hold that town hall meeting, which is crazy, right? Because why can't you just hold the meeting? So because of that, because they want to make good use of the town hall, or that it's full, or the other side they say, it's full, so we pushed you out to the next month or the next quarter, which is crazy. But with Zoom meetings, I think this is so much more efficient because there's no additional cost involved. You can pretty much have these councillors or town hall meetings online now without having to meet quotas before they would hold those councillors meeting. So I think this might be here to stay. This whole New South Wales fast track to DAs and councillors and land environmental court could be online to make it more efficient. And so really, because of that, I think it's so important now that architects, lawyers, even town planners who are all usually speaking in person at the courts or at the town hall, that they now need to work on their public speaking online over Zoom, right? And there is, as you know, guys, there is a certain skill set that comes with it to have your presence felt over video, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how many people will actually start to pick up that skill when it comes to public speaking over video, over Zoom, because I think it is another skill in itself as opposed to being on stage speaking. So so I think that will be the new skill that everyone would need to have when it comes to public speaking. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of the week. Morning, Amy. Hello, Luke. Hello, Frank. Zoom on Zoom. Hi, Ping. And let's have a read some of the messages. So when it's harder, savvy wins. That's right, public speaking skills. and working on their Zoom skills and setup and getting the right lighting. That's right. You know what? That is so important. If you were having like a meeting, especially if you're like a lawyer or town planner and you're at the land environmental court, you kind of want to look your best, right? Not, and it's raining outside and the meeting's at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock and it's dim. You, to put your best foot forward, you pretty much do have to have the right lighting so that you can actually look professional, right? So all these things that people used to think, oh, you know, I don't need that lighting, I don't need a good mic, you know, microphone as well. What if you have a really bad microphone and they can't hear you over Zoom? So all these little things now is starting to become actually quite important. The right microphone, the right video, the right lighting, all that stuff that they think used to be just for podcasters or for people who hold webinars is now actually important for white collar professionals wanting to go to counselors meeting and all that. So yeah, interesting point, right? All right, guys, I better let you go and I better get back to it. I'm just relaxing here after my very stressful 10-minute presentation. All right, guys, talk to you later. See you, Avi. See you, Luke. Bye.